So now that the Oklahoma Sooners has let go of Seth Littrell or relieved him of his offensive duties, elevated Kevin Johns to QB coach and co-offensive coordinator, and Joe John Finley, who appears to be the play caller, in our live stream, there was some questions about what would happen with recruits, as Seth Littrell was pretty busy on the recruiting trail, especially with one big name one from 2026. And so I got pinged by that camp, and they told me to give y'all the heads up. Won't bury the lead, but we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about also other recruits that we should keep our eyes out on going forward. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. So, Seth Littrell, as y'all know, relieved of his duties. We did a video on that before. And one of his crown jewels from the class was quarterback Jaden O'Neal out of California. And we know Jaden, the big quarterback that a lot of us are excited about for the 2026 class. He's kind of the spearhead around recruiting other players there. And I know that there was a very strong love and affinity for Seth Littrell from that camp, but I actually got reached out from them, and they told me to say this. So I'm telling you all what was told. I'm not an insider. Y'all know this. I just provide information that's public. This is the one thing that isn't public, but I was asked to kind of make point of is that Jaden O'Neal is still in, that they are 10 toes down with the Sooners, and they're ready to see what things look like, especially once they hire a new offensive coordinator. And so don't worry about Jaden O'Neal. And honestly, I wouldn't worry about many of the recruits at all in this situation. And yes, I know when you change offensive coordinators or any type of staff members, the players kind of get a little squirmish and looking around. But it appears that we only moved on from the offensive coordinator, and we'll probably be evaluating everybody going forward. But it appears that with the recruits, things are kind of calm. I mean, y'all saw Grayson Halton actually tweeted out, current defensive tackle, that he's 100% down with BV. And that made me feel like, okay, looks like the defense and a lot of those key players are still in for it. But I was wondering about new players, the recruits. That was the one that jumped out to me. And when I heard from Jaden O'Neal's camp, it was, okay, no concern here. We are 100% in. We'll just wait and see what the next offensive coordinator, at that point decides, and which is a very fair assessment. So that's kind of what the classes look like. But let's talk about this also. This video is powered by my partners over at Ridge. If you haven't checked out the Ridge wallets, they are the best out there. This is on the carbon fiber ones. They also even have them for college. So they have like collegiate ones. I've seen an OU one floating around there, and it's one that I thought was pretty dope. They also have these dope rings. So with the Ridge rings, they're strong, they're powerful, and like this bad boy is beautiful. Fits well, and it also comes with a silicone version. So if you want to wear multiple, you want to choose between going with your powerful one here, or if you want to go with the more of a comfortable silicone, you can do that. And my viewers here, you can get a discount. Check that out. Link is actually tagged to this video. Use the code YouTube10, and you'll get 10% off your next purchase from Ridge. So check them out. The wallets are dope. I love it because it's so thin, and I could put a air tag on it. Makes it easy for me to find, just in case somebody moved my wallet around. But the rings are also pretty awesome. So check them out. Ridge, it is tagged here in the video right now. So talk about Jaden O'Neal. May mention that we're good in that situation. The next question is when you start looking at the other players. So as far as the staff goes, everything looks intact, but we'll see more so close to December. So I know that a lot of fans, I've been pinged in our Discord. You can check it out. Link in the description below. And the big question has been, how do recruits feel about the slides that Oklahoma's going through and how the season is going? And I'm going to be honest, man, a lot of these recruits see an opportunity to play early, and they know how good this staff is and where they're going. We have to let go of offensive coordinator. Things have to be changed. But they feel like they have opportunity to not only play, but contribute early. That's what a lot of them are looking at. The defensive guys are excited because they see how good the defense is playing, how they're flying, how they're actually getting recognized and accolades. They're like, yeah, I want to be a part of that. I mean, if you think about the South Carolina game, I know everybody's, it's pretty painful, but we gave up 24 points on turnovers. So, yeah, if you look at it, it's 11 points scored by the actual offense on like an actual drive. So, yeah, the defense was playing lights out, and a lot of the recruits, and some that I've heard from, they're like, nah, I'm good. I'm ready to see how we can continue to go and grow. Because they know that just because this season is, a lot of people are blaming it on the offense and the injuries, that this is potentially a dud. But next season, they're like, oh, yeah, I think I can do something with that, even as a freshman. So I'm not concerned there. And I feel like we'll be a lot healthier next season. So a lot of the recruits are in agreement there. So I know a lot of you are concerned about that, but I wanted to drop this quick video and talk about that, especially around Jaden O'Neal and his commitment now that Seth Littrell is gone. The quarterback is still there, so we'll have him definitely focused on his year coming in and focusing on that class and surrounding himself with a lot of really good players. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Would love to hear from you all. If you made it this far, you like the content, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Would love for y'all to join this family of Sooner fans talking OU football, SEC, and college football in general. We're having a blast doing it. All right, we'll have more videos coming down. BV will have his coaches show tonight, if I'm correct. Tomorrow he'll have his typical press conference. Had a brain moment. Have his press conference, and so we'll dive into what he says and kind of dissect some of the things that jump out. He's going to have to talk about the coaching situation. He's going to have to talk about his trust. When they put the article out on the site about the relieving of duties as well as the changes, we kind of expected it, and so we'll see what Joe John Finley and Kevin Johns can do. Maybe they will all collaborate really well and make something special happen. Just cross our fingers and toes. That's all we can do. We'll chop it up with all of you about a day or two. Peace.